Hey guys, Tracy Pola here at the Challenge Run. I am so excited to bring you my final interview of my 25 days of sharing. Today I get to interview Tony and Rhonda Lucero. Tony, thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having us. This is a treat.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
And here's my better half.
Oh, I had to go make myself some Neuro. So.
Hey, Rhonda. So I am so excited to have you guys today to be able to talk to. And I know we've covered a lot of different topics while I've been doing these interviews. So I would like to talk to you guys today about goal setting, because Tony, you had mentioned that you are doing a webinar for your goal setting this weekend. Can you guys talk about how have you guys been able to set your goals? What does it look like for you guys when you do your goal planning, and kind of talk through that process a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that we talk about all the time. We read we're supposed to have goals. People tell us we're supposed to have goals, and we're supposed to write them down. We're supposed to look at them.
Kind of things like you're supposed to set goals, but how many people actually do set goals?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's one of those things that I just it's always been a practice for me to always know what my goals are, write them down, look at them, study them, visualize them. And then reevaluate them. So at the end of this year, what we're getting ready to do is reevaluate 2014. So I'll kind of sit down and I'll look at all the things that I accomplished, things I didn't. I had a lot of failures last year. I had a lot of things that I wanted to have happen, but for whatever reason they didn't happen. So I'm going to look at all those things, and I'm going to then decide what 2015 is going to look like, and I'm going to actually create what 2015 is going to look like. I'm going to create the places I'm going to go, the people I'm going to meet, the people I'm going to help get into the next chapter of their life. And so I'm going to be very, very specific with those goals, write them down, and every day make it part of my practice to visualize them, experience them, and feel them. And then, it's crazy when you start doing that, you put that much energy in your goals, in your life, in your direction, things just happen.
Yeah, and you guys, when you write all those goals down and you set a date for them, right? Like, I'm going to take my kids to Disney World on, June 1 through the 10th or whatever. Like, actually see it, write it down, put those dates down. And then also, you guys all have these amazing phones, right? Take a picture of it and make it your screensaver. So we look at our phones how many times a day?
7,366 is average.
Yeah, and for a woman or for a man. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, you want your goals in front of you all the time. Make them your screensaver. So I'm really excited about that. Tony has our big whiteboards.
Yep, right over there.
We do separate whiteboards, and then we do one together, and we bring stuff off one together, and we put a big circle on it. We put the exact dates. We want ranks we want to hit, people we want to help, how much money we want to give to the church, how many kids we want to feed, as well as our health goals, like, I want to maintain my weight and drop a couple percent in body fat. Maybe Tony wants to start doing calisthenics like he did last year.
Yes, I do.
There's different, maybe, we both talked about
yoga.
It's time for us to do yoga again, because, we just, can tell with all the traveling that we do and the planes that we sit on and stuff, it's like that our bodies need, that yoga. And I know when we had done it years and years ago, we were feeling amazing, and we want to be able to do that. So it's like you have to figure out where your goals are together and figure out what they are separate, and then bring them together, and you'll be able to accomplish so much better when you're actually in cahoots with each other.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I love it. That's all great advice to know. Mike and I have to kind of sit down and start reevaluating things that we had, things that we want to do, what we're looking at for next year. How do you guys decide, because as we're growing and you go through your journey and life changes and stuff happens, how do you decide when a goal, maybe it's not the right goal for you, whether it's too easy, you accomplished it and you need to push something further, or change the direction of it? How do you guys have that problem? And if so, how do you guys decide kind of when and where and how you're going to change that up?
Well, it's crazy because when we do reach a goal, we cross it off the circle, which is awesome, and it feels so amazing. But the first thing you want to do is you want to set an attainable goal. You don't want to have, hit 5-star ambassador this year when you're only a director, right? You don't want to.
It's happened.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is that, baby steps, right? How about, hit regional director in your first quarter? Like, I want to get it done by, April 9th. So I'm walking across the stage, in the National Success Training. And then, so you can hit goals throughout the year and have them attainable, per quarter or per half year. And at the end of the year, have one big magical goal. But I always tell people, it's just like, let's make, let's stretch it, but let's make it attainable so that we have victories along the way.
Yeah, and I'm a big thinker, so I like big, crazy goals that, like, when I write them down, it's like, wow, that's nuts. But the crazy thing about that is those types of things, for me, I have to have, like, big goals. I have to say, okay, I'm going to break 5 ambassadors this year, or I have to have goals like that, or I'm going to go to Thailand this year for 2 weeks. I have to have big goals like that because that's what keeps me motivated. The victories along the way I'll have. And the reality, you guys, what it comes down to goals, Tracy, it's like just have something, right? Whatever it is, it's like I want to get down to 15. I want to get lose 10 pounds by I don't know, a certain date, February 15th, something like that.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that. We know that people can lose 15 pounds with our company, and they can do it very quickly. But have a date. Just be very, very specific. And I think where a lot of people miss the boat is that they don't, number one, write them down. Number two, they don't look at them. And 3, they're not specific. Right? So we all know everyone wants to be rich. We all know people want to be 5-star ambassadors. We all know we want to take vacation. We all win $1 million to make. Yeah. We get it. But what are the things you're doing along the way? The time periods, the parameters, the activities. Like, for example, in order for me to hit, for somebody to hit ambassador, what are your daily goals? Like a daily goal, I have to get 3 people a day to a tool. And that's a goal, like, every single day.
Attainable.
And a weekly goal, if I'm running ambassadors, be like, I'm going to get into the weekly pools every single week, because that's what an ambassador person that's running would do, right? Somebody that's running an ambassador would do getting in the pools every week as a customer or promoter. So there's things that you do every single day, things you do every week, things you do every month, and then you look back on it and look at the things you've done over the period of of a year. So I'm a big thinker. I like big, crazy goals. Whether it be materialistic, whether it be traveling, whether they be helping people, get to positions or whatever. It's like I need big things to keep me motivated, because I can do the little things, but I want to push myself. And John Maxwell talks about challenging yourself and becoming a leader, and that's just something that we have to do. But it all starts with the activity, which is sitting down. And this, you guys, by the way, the goals can't be done in an hour, Tracy. This is something like I will spend. Rhonda's going to be gone for a few days, and I'm going to spend the big part of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday probably just going through and doing this exercise, because whatever I put in my circle, whatever I put in my goals, and I put a big old circle, and I put my goals inside it, whatever's in there, that's the game I'm playing for. That's the thing that I'm shooting for, and everything I do involves the activity to obtain those goals. So kind of cool.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes out of you guys' crazy busy schedule today to kind of share some of those ideas, because it is so important obviously that we do set goals. And I know it's not a skill I've mastered to really sit down and to focus on them for a long period of time, and to really make sure that I have set that plan out long term per se. So thank you for sharing your insights with us. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for being on today.
We thank you, and anytime you need us, we're here for you, you guys. But let's make 2015. Let's make it the biggest growth year that you've had, the most personal development you've had, the most personal growth you've had, the most income you've earned, the most giving you've given back. You guys, make this the year that you define yourself. So good luck to you guys. Have fun.
I just want to say one more thing,
yes,
too.
Please.
You have to believe what you're writing down will happen. You have to see your goal every day, and you have to believe it to achieve it. I do know that when Tony and I go write those goals down together, and we, every day are doing things towards that goal, we have accomplished those goals. And so, yes, have we failed? Like Tony said,
yes.
Yeah, we've had many failures, you guys, but we've had many successes too. So you guys see it, write it down, look at it every day, and then believe that you really can achieve it, and you will. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy, for the opportunity.
Bye.
Bye.